everybody, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new, my name is Kim. I am a vintage reseller. I do love home decor, and I love Maximal decor, in case you can't tell from this view. So we're going to take a quick spin around and check out my kitchen for Christmas. I'll pop on from time to time, but we're just mostly going to have music playing. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Thanks so much for being here. So guys, this year I decided to put some doilies over my curtains to add a little bit of granny to my decor. I'm just loving anything crocheted and doily, and all I did here too is add some greenery, some twinkle lights, and some bells, and I think it just added something fun and whimsical to my kitchen. I'm just showing you this here because I used to have some greenery along the top edge of that, and I had my copper molds hung there with some lights, but I since have taken that out. I got a little bored with it. I did it a couple years ago. Just showing you here that I added a little red velvet ribbon, tied a simple bow. It makes a big difference when you add a little bit of a bow to anything. And over here, I'm just showing you some gingerbread cutouts that are vintage, a vintage oil lamp. Oh, and now we're moving over to my lamps. So if you all remember, I had plaid curtains hung there, and I've switched these out. I found these on Amazon. I think they're adorable, really good quality. There's 2 layers. I had showed you that. And I just love them. And I thought it went well with my doily curtain. And I'll keep this up probably for a long time, actually. I'm really liking it. And over here, I'm just showing you that I added those little bottle brush wreaths. I think they're adorable. I found them at Michael's. So really easy recipe. I mean, it's not even a recipe. I just made this up because I happen to have a parfait, a pudding parfait from the local supermarket here, and I'm gonna recreate it, but using sugar-free items. So just a box of angel food cake where I just have to add water, and we're gonna do that right now. I mean, this couldn't be simpler. And you know, when you're busy around the holidays, especially, that you want a sweet treat. Oh my God, I'm making a mess. This is always fun. And then you add in 1 1/3 cup of water, which I already pre-measured. Ooh, that was my daughter's leg. And then you beat it for 1 minute. well, low speed 30 seconds. Ooh. Ooh, that looks nice. All right, so now in an ungreased 10-inch tube pan or bundt cake pan, whatever you want to call it. You're just gonna pour it in, I believe. Let's see, pour into ungreased pan. Here we go. This is gonna be a mess. It says, right, so I'm using 0 sugar, Jello, vanilla pudding, and you could do chocolate, you can do any flavor you like. And I believe it's 2 cups, yes, it is. It's 2 cups of cold milk, and I'm using skim milk. So this is skipping, let's see. Yep, it's 2 cups. I always do a little extra. And then that in, and then we gotta whisk it up. So you whisk for about 2 minutes. So you put it in the very bottom rack of your oven. And this is my new delightful oven. I'm so excited. So we're gonna put that in. Oh, oh my goodness. It's like popping over. Here I'm just showing you that the paint color that I painted the fireplace matches my wall color in my kitchen. I added this to the scale here. This was my centerpiece on my little table, but I decided to move it to this scale. And then I placed a gingerbread as the centerpiece on my table now. Here just displayed my demijohns, mixed in some greens and some berries. I think it came out pretty nice. Only thing I bought new this year on this tree are the berries that you see here. Everything else I had, and I just went with a little bit more of the cranberry wine-ish color here in the kitchen as well. I did the same in my dining room. there's the gingerbread as my centerpiece, and my newly stained table that was a Facebook Marketplace find, and that was in really horrible condition. So I stripped it and re-stained it, I should say. So here, just looking at some gingerbread cookies that I made from air dried clay a couple years ago. They're cute. They're kind of getting destroyed, but I still bring them out every year. On to my new Facebook finds, these 3 chairs that I got for $30 for all 3. I cleaned them up and I did a little refinishing of the metal you see there on the bottom. I'll show you a clip. Just used a little rub and buff. Added those cute little wreaths to the back and a little jingle bell on a little bit of homespun ribbon, and there you go. This is my little pie safe that I took the wire mesh out of the front. I'm going to redo that. But I just have some vintage cutout wooden displays here, and these reproduction molds that I found at Michael's. And then we move over to my little cabinet where I have Dollar Tree candies in that are now pretty much almost empty. Those little gingerbreads I'm pointing out were found at Joann's. They had succulents in the top, so I took the succulents out and stuck the Christmas tree in instead. And there I'm just showing you my depleted candy cabinet. Here I'm showing you this new teapot that I found at Goodwill for like $3. I think it's so adorable. And these are some new to me sugar and creamers, vintage sugar and creamer gingerbreads. And behind there is the bake oven from like the 1920s. It still works. I showed that to you guys in my fall dining room video. I know it's pretty much packed full and you can't really see what it looks like, but it's adorable. So I feel like Dollar Tree really knocked it out of the park. I found that little I'm here for the cookies plate there, and those are these peppermint spoons that you can just melt into your coffee for added flavor. I think they're so cool and they taste great. So we'll take a walk over here, and if you see that post, the little Santa, that's hand painted, it's vintage, done so well. Look at the detail on this. That's amazing. I think that's so cool. And I just plopped a little primitive type tree into a crock right next to that. I'm just showing you the detail there. Nothing's really changed on the wall, and I only added some gingerbread and some greenery to this cabinet. So I want to thank you for watching, and I'm hoping that you all are enjoying your holiday season, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you for one more tour of my great room and some home tour highlights. Now stay tuned just for the finish of the angel food parfait. Thanks for watching. All right, so I'm ready to assemble. I just realized I don't have any dessert cups, so I'm using these mugs. All right, so here is, I put this in this container because it says to do an airtight container. This came out so good. I don't normally love angel food cake, but this was so good. And the reason I chose angel food cake is because it's lower in fat and calories. So, you know, if you're gonna be bad, at least try and be a little good. All right, so I'm gonna put this down on the bottom to start the parfait, trifle, whatever you wanna call it. It's a little mini, and I already had like mini candy canes, so I'm gonna do a little something different. Me and my daughter tested it and we loved it. So I smashed up some candy canes, so I turned them into this, and I took the ginger snap cookies, which by the way, these are from Dollar Tree and they're actually really damn good. Oops, I swore. All right, and then instead of breaking it up, I'm actually just gonna roll it out. So it becomes like a crumble. So we got that, and I'm gonna put a dollop of the vanilla pudding and a dollop of the whipped cream. A little bit more. I like whipped cream. And then sprinkle a little of the the ginger snap, and sprinkle the peppermint. Hold on, I gotta use my teeth. Sprinkle that in there. You know, you could do as much or as little as you like. Then I'm gonna layer again some of the angel food cake. And what's good about this is usually when you do a bundt cake, it comes out like garbage. But I'll tell you what, the bottle method that they recommend on the box, it really does work because it came out very simply. I just didn't have another pair of hands to film me taking it out, but it did come out really good. Okay, so this is gonna be the last layer. Do a dollop of this. It's a little bit of a mess. I'll clean it up. And then the other good thing is you end up using a lot less cookies because this gets all mixed in. I would suggest refrigerating this for at least 4 to 6 hours before you eat it, because you want the angel food cake to like soften and kind of melt in with the pudding. And then look, it's really festive. This gets really soft too, like the candy cane. And then you can just like clean up the sides. Hold on a minute. Clean up the sides, so it looks a little bit more presentable. What do we think, Michael?
Looks amazing.
It tastes really good. And like, we didn't even wait, me and Ava, we took our bites only like a couple minutes after putting it together. Now, it's not beautiful, but I'm just kind of going fast for this. So I'm just gonna make these up, and then I'm gonna refrigerate them overnight, and then we'll have some for tomorrow.